If getting organized is at the top of your New Year to-do list, this might be the motivation you need. Guess what? It's going to be your labeling system. It's not only functional, but it's also fun. And who else but professional organizer and designer Michelle Inkley joins me to share these practical and creative ideas. Welcome, Michelle.
Thanks.
You know, I was telling you, I need every single one of these, and I don't think I'm alone. Because we all are those people that I think organizing is a little intimidating, but there's something about labeling. Why do we love a label?
It is the icing on the cake, right?
So
it's the cherry on top. It is, once you're organized, you need to validate yourself, so stick a label on it. Then your kids, your husbands will see it right in their face, and they'll know where to put it. So that's mainly the key of labeling, is to keep it organized after you've done the hard work of getting there.
Right, it's getting everybody else on board.
It is.
We're excited because we've done it, but we're even more excited because now everybody else can do it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna help us in our organizing efforts, but before we can start labeling, you want us to declutter.
Okay, I have gone to people where I am organizing their junk. And I'm like, how, you know, they don't even know how to tell me how to label it because it's not, so you've got to be a declutterer.
A declutterer.
You're a labeler.
Okay.
So I feel like what we keep in our house, what we keep in our closets and our cupboards has got to be things that we use, that we love, and that are accessible. So we don't want to put a lot of, you know, random junky things back that we're not gonna have in our lives. It is the hardest part about organizing, letting it go. But once you're in that mood of like starting to clean out and let go, it's addictive, and you can do your whole house. And things that you thought were so precious just might not be as precious.
Okay, and this I think is the hardest part for most of us. It's deciding what to keep and what to not keep. But you're also saying it goes beyond that into your labels. We are knowing what to label and what not to label. So what things should we label?
Well, in my opinion, I would label everything, including my husband, because there are days I'm like, are you really my husband? Because you were acting.
We need to know.
But there are some things that you don't really need to label. Things that you use all the time and change. So cereals are always changing. You don't always have the same thing. You can put a cereal label on the front.
If that does your heart good.
But you don't actually need it. The other thing that I don't like to label are the little tiny organizers that you put in the drawers. There's nowhere for it. Who cares? You know what's in it. You're micro-organizing anyway. You don't need to label things that are going inside your drawers. Things that change out, things that go in drawers, some of those things you might not need a label. It's really personal, so kind of look at what you have and what rotates over a lot. Those are the bins that do not need to be labeled. It's always rotating.
All right, okay, if you say so. Now you're gonna tell us different labels for different things. Tell us where your methodology, is that a word? Did I just make that up?
So I love, yes, that's great.
That's great.
So I love that different people have different personalities. So I feel like the labels are kind of where you can shine and have fun with. And there are a million fun companies, and I will let you all know about those on my Instagram. But choose something that really speaks to you. If you're a minimal person, then you might want something really minimal like this. So it's just a sticker that says like, this box is all spring decor. Now, if you're a little bit more like you have a whole bunch of things, you could put a label in it, say something like this. It's a clear label, you peel it off and you write every single item that's inside the bin and stick it in. So if it's more of like, you know, plants and flowers and you kind of need to pull it out and in and out at different times of the year, this might be a good option to really let somebody know what's in the bin because you can't see in it. So that is one way to organize with bins with lids.
Okay, bins with lids, moving on.
So another thing, you have a lot of these gorgeous baskets. They are all the rage.
We love to see them with them.
Yes, and they're fun like in cupboards and bookshelves, but you don't necessarily know how to label them because they're made out of, you know, natural materials. So the little clips that go on the front, they just slide onto your bins and you can just put them on any plastic bin, any basket bin, any, you know, material bin because they just clip on. If you feel like they move around, go ahead and put some little sticky pop dots. It will keep it securely in place.
Smart.
And then you can label this with whatever label you want. Handwriting, you know, any type of
label
cute
maker,
thing, label maker, you can just label these how you're gonna label your house. But super easy to get those baskets labeled and organized.
Where are we buying these?
Everywhere. Amazon, Container Store, they're everywhere.
You'll find them everywhere.
You will.
Easy to find.
Another funny label that I love is my dishwasher. So
This is not funny. This is genius.
It is like my favorite
good.
thing. Label your dishwasher because when it's clean, Tanner knows he has to get the dishes out.
Tan
when
man.
it's dirty, because there's only 3 of us, sometimes it's dirty for a couple of days. He knows that his morning chore doesn't have to be done until tomorrow. So that was a fun little label that I love.
Perfect.
So when you're labeling things in your pantry, most of the time your containers are going to be clear. So again, it's personal preference whether you want to use your label maker or use something really, really cute. And again, they have so many different brands and styles, different colors, black and white. So I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how much they have out there.
Yeah.
They're also getting really good when you're buying these sets of labels of covering almost all of your bases. They will send you a few that are plain, so that like this one, for instance, this is my rotating. So I don't label him per se because he sits on my counter and it's, you know, it was pumpkin spice a couple of minutes ago. Now it's pomegranate. So he just has one to kind of match the others, but he's plain because.
And I love that it's a him.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm fine with that.
because he helps me every morning.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
You can also buy labeling things in kits. So say you want your oils and vinegars in something really pretty, you want to decant them. You can buy kits like this that come with the glass containers and the stickers.
Okay.
So go ahead, anytime you can get something in a kit, you know, boxes of organizers with the labels, it saves you a bit of money and it is so much fun to keep your pantry that organized. Don't need to, but I love it.
Don't need to. I love it.
But it's fun. Another company that I am obsessed with is The Dwelling Company. She has, I peeled this off so I don't know if you can see this a little bit better, but see the arch on there?
Oh, it's
Stop
so
it right
pretty.
now. Is it that
It's so
cute?
modern. Yes,
So fun.
Michelle.
So as you're looking, look for the shapes of things that you want. And that just looks so cute on your containers. And then if they're all the same too, it's just so fun to open that up and have a little modern touch.
It's so fun. And honestly, especially because if they're coming in a label pack, you're like, oh, I know I need one for this one. It kind of helps you organize in a way.
It really does. And if you're doing like cleaning supplies, it does have all the cleaning supply things of the label. So you're like, oh yeah, here is my dish soaps, here's my pods, here's my things. And then you can stack those up in your little drawers and just, I know they're clear drawers, but it makes it so easy to pull out.
Michelle, these are so good. I've learned so much. I have this itch inside me to go and label. It's so fun. Where can we find more from you?
So if you want to come on my Instagram, I'll be showing you all these labels, little bespoke ones that we didn't get to yet, but The Glitzy Pair and then theglitzypair.com. We have articles and things that can help you through your organizing little issues.
We're grateful. We're grateful from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks so much, Michelle.
Thanks, Jalen.